What we imagine we live in. Big ballin', big body, big business. We gon' have all we envision. Big ballin', big body, big business. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be calling a seller. So this particular seller, her name is Ramona. Ramona wants to sell her property and she's wanting about $200,000 for her house. You guys know that I am the queen of creative finance, and so we are going to try to get her under contract under subject to terms, allowing us to take over her mortgage if she has a mortgage, or if she owns the property outright, if we can have her seller finance the property to us. And so I'm going to go ahead and give Ramona a call now, and let's see if she picks up. She should be expecting my call. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot Ramona a text. I just said, hey, I'm ready whenever you are. Let's see if she responds back to that. We do have another seller to call. Her name is Darlene. Darlene has a property in Tallahassee, Florida. And so from what I can see, the property is about 840 square foot. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. This was a property that was supposed to be in pre-foreclosure. And so we reached out to her. She said that she would like to talk to us. She wants to get rid of the property. And what she did say to my VA was that her parents died and basically left her the house, and she doesn't want it, and she wants to move, and she wants to downsize. So let me go ahead and give Miss Darlene a call. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me leave her a text message real quick. Okay, let's give them a couple of minutes to read my text messages so that they can try to call us back. But I'm gonna break down these deals for you guys real quick. So Ramona, let's go back to Ramona. This property is actually in Atlanta, Georgia. It's in a very up and coming area, and Atlanta is hot right now. So investors are trying to purchase that property in Atlanta all day long. Why? Well, because rents are constantly going up in Atlanta, because people are coming there in drones, moving there, relocating their families. And so for an investor, it's an investor's playground, because we know that we can increase rents and we can really take advantage of the positive cash flow. And so there's a couple of questions that I'm going to ask Ramona when we talk to her. And so one of the questions that I'm going to ask her, first of all, is to send me pictures, because based on the conversation that she had with my VA, she says that there may be stairs that need to be repaired and whatnot. And so I really want to see pictures of the inside. And remember, you guys, we never give an offer without first seeing the property. Would you buy a whole investment property, or just a property in general? Let's say that just you and your family is going to live in this property. Would you buy the property just sight unseen? Like, the only thing that you've seen is just the outside of the house. You've never seen the inside, so you really don't know what to expect. You could literally buy the property without seeing it, show up the day that you close and get the keys, walk in, and there could be dead bodies lying all over the floor. And so we're not going to wait for that though. So tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to call these same people again. But while we're on here, let's go ahead and call some of the other people that we'd already reached out to earlier today and see if any of them pick up. I'm going to call Michelle. I don't know if I'm calling too late or what, but I mean, I can call earlier.
Hello?
Hi, Patricia.
Yes.
Hey there, Patricia. This is Talisa. We spoke yesterday. How you doing?
I'm good, pretty good.
Good. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a call so that we could talk about, your property a little bit more. So I wanted to know, first of all, if we were to come up with a number that we both agreed on, are we moving forward, or do you have to consult with somebody else, a husband or anybody?
No.
Okay, so it's just you?
It's my nephew who's my trustee.
Okay, all right. And so how soon are you able to close? So if we gave you a number and you're okay with it, are we closing in 10 days? Are we closing in 30 days? What do you need?
As soon as if you've got the money, we'll close when you're ready to close.
Okay, great. So that means that if we're ready to go in 10 days, you guys are ready. Do we need to help move stuff out of the property or, oh, no, wait, there's tenants in there,
No,
right?
there's tenants there.
That's
And
right.
That's up to you if you want them to be gone.
Right, because they're only month to month, correct?
Right.
Okay, okay. All right. So I did look at some of the other properties in the area just so that I could see what the other properties were selling for. And we'll kind of get into that. But I wanted to first know, once we get everything scheduled and get a contract in place, I know you said that the tenants haven't really been real cooperative. How cooperative do you think that they're going to be with us?
I don't think you'll have any problems.
No?
No.
Okay. You guys haven't had any issues? I know these are the people that you said they've been living in the property for about 10 years, right?
Right.
Okay. And if we did decide to keep them in the property, how do you feel like they're going to respond to a rent increase?
I don't know about that because I haven't even approached them about it.
Oh, you haven't?
No, because
Yeah.
we didn't want to raise the rent. We wanted to leave them and keep them on a month to month.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And if we decide to get creative with this, because we saw a couple of the properties in the area with the same size as your property, same number of bedrooms, all of that, and we saw them going from 70K to 150K. And I know that you guys are wanting about 220K.
That's right. So don't even talk to me if it's 150.
Well, okay, so there's two ways that we can purchase this. We can give you your 220,000, but we're going to need you to give us terms. So with that being said, are you open to terms?
Not at this point.
What's that?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. So why are you reluctant to doing terms at this time? Do you mind explaining that?
Well, number one is I don't know where I'll be in another year. I may be dead.
Oh. You said you may be dead?
Yeah. You never know when anybody's 86 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that you were 86. You don't sound 86. So, okay. So that's the reason. And what about your nephew?
What do you mean?
So I know that you said he's basically your trustee, but if you guys don't sell this property, is the property going to go to him?
It's going to be sold. We're going to sell it.
Okay. Yeah, you said you guys are going to sell it. You guys are ready to get it over with, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And so, okay, well, I think we might be able to get close to your 220. Obviously, we're obviously going to need to see the inside of the property. So if we can say that we can get you 220 and we can send you an email with that formal offer, just giving us maybe like a window of like 10 to 15 days so that we can go in, really take a look at the property and see what we're really working with. How soon might we be able to get into the property if we get you over something tonight?
Probably next week.
Next week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. And so have you guys decided, or have you guys even talked about possibly listing it with a real estate agent so that you could get top dollar for it?
I am a realtor and I'm going to get top dollar.
Oh, you're a real estate agent.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. So are you guys going to list it? If you don't sell it with us, are you guys going to go ahead and just list it on the market?
I doubt that. We have people calling on it every day.
Okay. All right, I see. You guys wouldn't need to list it. And so you guys have already gotten some other offers. What are the other offers looking like?
Close to 200
Okay, and you guys turned all those down?
so far.
Okay. So we'd at least have to come at 200 in order for y'all to consider. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's what I needed to know. And you guys you owe a mortgage on the property, or you don't owe a mortgage?
No, no mortgage.
No mortgage. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to reconvene with my team, and if we can get you an offer tonight of $200,000, we'll send it over to your email. So I'm going to write down your email real quick. Let me get my pen. Okay. Now, we're not about to play this with Darlene today. And just so that you guys know, I did talk to Darlene earlier today. She called me around 12 o'clock noon. Remember how we had called her yesterday? Well, she said that she was hanging out with some friends that come over to the house. And so that's why she couldn't take my call. So I know she's up. It's 8 o'clock her time. This is about the same time we called her yesterday, you guys. So we're not about to play with Miss Darlene today. She needs to get rid of this house. So, in matter of fact, I did talk to her a little bit, and so she said that her mom basically left her the house. The house has a ton of stuff in it. Like, it has like old clothes, antiques, furniture, and Darlene don't want to deal with it. She just don't. She don't want to deal with it. So I told her if she works with us, then she doesn't have to worry about any of it. She can literally go get her things, the things that she wants, and take just that, and we will worry about everything else. We'll have our guys come in, they'll clean it out, they will rip out any old flooring, they'll do all that. We'll get a dumpster, we'll dump out furniture, and you know what? You never know. We might even find something that we want to sell and keep, because you know how people be doing. They will leave their house and have like $500,000 worth of stuff in there. So not everything will be getting trashed. That part. Okay, we're about to call her back because Darlene knows that I was calling, and I know that I know she a little party animal.
Hello, I'm not able to take your call right now, so please leave a message.
Why must we go through this with folks? This property is in Tallahassee, Florida. It has about 840 square feet, so it's not really big, but it's in a really nice area of Florida. And so it would make a really great rental because the rental rates are pretty competitive in that area. And let's see, Airbnb, it's not too far from the ocean, so somebody could really monetize off of making it an Airbnb. So what we'll probably do, I'm thinking that if we're able to close this deal with Darlene within the next 30 days, she didn't have any pictures because she hadn't been in the house, because she doesn't want to go in the house because there's way too much crap in the house. So what I would end up doing would just be, if she agrees to our terms and all that good stuff, I'll just fly out there. Y'all know I'm here in Texas. So I'll just fly out there to Florida. I'll go get the keys from her. I'll do a walkthrough. I'll take pictures. I'll do all the stuff. So if we close this deal, you guys will be going with me to Florida, and you guys will be seeing the process, what that process looks like when you arrive to a property. And so I'll be recording the entire thing. I'm going to be taking you guys along with me. So just be ready for that, okay? Let's go ahead and give Ramona a call. Her house is actually a pretty nice size too. It's got about 1,600 square feet. It looks like it's a two-story. No, I know it's a two-story because remember she said that they needed to just renovate the stairs or something like that. So I know that if we are to get this property, we're going to have to redo the stairs, which is fine. But this property is 4 bedrooms, 2-bath. It's valued at $306K, and she's only asking for $260. So, I mean, we already have some equity in there, and she wants to downsize. So we're going to give her an opportunity to take our offer, which is a seller finance offer, give her some cash, put that little bit of cash in her pocket, and then go ahead and add another property to our portfolio. So let me go ahead and give Miss Ramona a call. Okay, so Ramona didn't want to answer. That's fine. Like, you say you want to sell your house, and then I'm calling you every single day. You're not picking up the phone. Like, I'm going to keep on calling, so you might as well just pick up. Might as well. I will tell you guys though, I do like working with white women from Florida. They be hella cool. Like, I did a deal with this one lady. Her name was Irene. We actually did a seller finance deal with her. So she wanted $90,000 for her property, and she wanted 10% down and $400 a month for the next 7 years, which really wasn't bad. She had a beautiful house. It was 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was sitting on a lake, so you could walk outside in the backyard and be on like this deck, and you can be looking out to the lake. And then you know what else? She also had a cottage, and this is what attracted me to the property when I first saw it. I like to help people, and in order for me to be able to make real estate investing a business that I'm fulfilled in, I have to be helping somebody. And so what we try to do is we try to reach out to people who are in really tough situations, you know, people who are facing foreclosures, you know, their house is about to be taken by the bank, or people who are in bankruptcy, you know, just people who are just in pain. And the reason why I target those individuals is because I've been there before. You know, I've been there. I've had to file bankruptcy. No, I've never had my home foreclosed on before, but I can imagine that the process doesn't feel any better. You know what I mean? And so being able to take over somebody's mortgage so that they don't have to worry about it being on their credit, staying on their credit, it does them such a benefit because they're not having to have their credit ruined, right? They're not having to have their credit ruined because, you know, as soon as you get that foreclosure on that house, that's going to show up on your credit for the next several years, and it's going to prevent you from being able to purchase another home and not have to worry about it. And they're just like, where were you at when I was going through that? Like, our house got foreclosed on. It's still on our credit. Like, it's still affecting us till this day. And we're not bad people. We just fell into a bad situation. Like, I hear that story so many times. And it shows me that there is a need for what we do. You know, people need this service. They need hope. You know, when you're in those situations, you don't feel like there's any hope. And if I can alleviate some of that stress and give them some financial relief. So when I say I want to help people, that is one aspect of the business, okay? So that's the front end. That's considered acquisitions, right? So that is how we acquire the property. We reach out to people who are on bankruptcy list, pre-foreclosure list. We purchase these lists. We skip trace them, which means that we go and we find their phone numbers and we call them up or we text them and we say, hey, I know that you're in a tough situation. We're here to help. Please reach out if you could use our services, right? And so that's how we get our leads. Now, on the other end of it, we don't keep all of our properties. We don't keep all of our properties in our portfolio. This is a real estate investing company who also wholesales real estate. And so there are other individuals on the other side of the spectrum who are trying to purchase a property. They want to have home ownership, but maybe they don't have the credit. You know, I know a lot of conventional loans and even FHA loan, like you have to have like a 580 to a 520 in order for you to qualify as like a new first time home buyer. And now they don't have the credit that's required to buy a house the traditional way. And so I come along and I give them hope. I give them another option. And so buyers, which in this process is called dispositions. So this is the process of us dispoing the property that we got from Irene. Remember, we did the whole acquisitions thing. So I acquired it from her, and then now I'm dispoing it out to another buyer. And so the type of buyers that I try to seek out are those individuals who don't have the best credit. And so I approach them and I say, hey, if you would still like home ownership, I have this property. The monthly payments are $1,500 a month, or in Irene's case, $400 a month. The down payment is $9,000, and you can pretty much take over this property. You can have full ownership of this property. The deed will be in your name, and you will make monthly payments to this seller. And I am going to collect a fee from you, because a lot of the times, even though the people don't have the best credit, they do have cash. And if they could just work with cash, they would be just fine, right? And so I tack on my fee, which in this case, my fee was $15,000. They would be paying my seller $9,000 down for the property. And then every single month, they're going to pay $400 a month for the next 7 years. They will, at that point, pay the property off. So what this does is it gives them 7 years to get their credit right, build up some funds, and then by that 7th year, they can go apply for a mortgage loan. So there might be like maybe, I don't know, $40,000 left on the mortgage after they're done. And I'm just making up figures, you guys. If somebody does the math and my math is way off, y'all better not judge me, because I'm just thinking of numbers. But anyways, this is just for storytelling purposes only. So they will make sure that at 7 years, their credit is right. And then they will qualify for a loan. They will get a loan for the $40,000 that's left on this mortgage. And then at that point, they just continue to pay off the bank. And so Irene, who's the seller, she gets paid off at year 7. And now my buyers who are not traditionally qualified to buy a home, now they're homeowners, and they now have 7 years to get their credit right. So that they can basically finance what's going to be left on the loan when the 7 years is up. So that's just one way. That's just one exit strategy. But I wanted to show you guys the whole process of how we acquire the properties and how we dispo the properties. So some of the properties that we get, that we come through, we will keep them for ourselves. But some properties that are really not in our buy box, we will dispo them to other individuals who are in need. That's what I do. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Even though we did not get on the phone with any of our sellers, that's okay, because we still learned a lot from each of them. And I want you to go out there and I want you to try to close a deal yourself. So get on the phone, start calling sellers. I told you can pull a list of people that are in foreclosure, right? So I hope you guys learned a lot today. I hope that you're able to use this information. And like always, stay tuned. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, and make sure you guys are putting those comments below so that I can continue to give you guys the content that you're looking for. So much love. Mwah, mwah. All right. Love y'all. Peace.